Hey all, this is Melly DeVitri. I'm with DI Techno. I'm the agency founder of the Detroit Techno music label, and I'm so excited that we are now branching into interviews of people that are in our agency. Today, I have sitting with us producer Mosha. Why don't you say hi, tell everybody where you're from, and what other labels that you're associated to?
Hello, my name is Mosha. My real name is Mario Schack. I'm from Germany and I'm a producer and I'm sitting now here in my studio. Welcome here in my studio. And so I'm producing tracks. I still in contact with other artists and yeah.
Amazing. So why don't you tell us
a little bit?
My
studio with a lot of machines.
Yeah. So what's your style? Is it techno? Is it tech house? Like what is your style? What's your flavor?
Yeah, so my favorite style, I would like to say it's techno. I like techno with so really special sounds. Sometimes I like when tracks have a long intro with a long bass line, or when the beat is a little bit rolling. I like that. That's cool. I think techno music must be long. That people on the dance floor have time to dance, and I think that's make for me techno.
Yeah,
techno is a long night. It's a long dance feeling. That's great.
You like to watch people kind of get immersed in these sounds and they go on their own journey. Is that right?
Yes.
Amazing. I'm gonna actually pull up a song that you recently played. Nice. Yes. So we can all kind of visualize his.
Yes, that's actually the sound. Yes.
So good.
It's a song that you have time to dance.
Yeah.
And it's not a track that you have a lot of breaks or a lot of happens, but everything what's happened in this track, there you have time to dance, and I think that's important.
We noticed that special sound of yours as well. We noticed that, and that's why you're a part of us, because we have this same type of energy in our artists and our art, and that's what makes you unique. And this is actually our second interview together. You did an interview for us before, but it was on the website, and this is a more personal, and to me, like you spending this time with us and being able to work with our company in a totally different time zone, that means that you're dedicated and you're motivated and you are ready, So tell us like how you got started, and like, because I remember from your interview, you did these parties, and then tell us about those parties that you had, and then how now you're involved into sending your music to labels.
Yeah, so I started really simply. So I started with a small drum computer and synthesizer, and so that's how I create my first sound.
Yeah.
But after the time, you come to a point that you want more, and that's the time there. I buy my first computer with my first producing program, and then you make step by step. You learn the program, then you create your first sound, and that's how can I say it? It's an evolution.
Yeah, you're describing your style of sound very perfectly. Like when people that don't that are not familiar with creating music, like I think you gave the best example of how they can sort of formulate that in their mind, because behind you I can see you have these programs that each layer is its own sound, and you use the machines and the mechanics to build your sounds, right?
Yes. You see here, this is my it's a MIDI controller. I can here play some different sounds, and your own you can create your own beat. Yeah, that's
awesome.
A cool new machine, and then it's give you a really cool or a really new inspiration for new sounds. I think so that's important. When I sitting here in my studio, you need
to be
a
able
lot of
to
things where you can get an inspiration, and when you have a new tool for playing music, that can be a good inspiration. When you play new sounds by another way, that's cool.
Why don't you tell us about what your future looks like? Where are some of the places that you would like to see yourself playing? You want to come to the Americas, you might want to come to Colombia. Like, what are some of those things? So if someone is watching this right now and they like your style, they know, like, okay, he'd be perfect in this club and this club. Like, tell us some of those places that you like.
So that's a good question. I think our cooperation, or my cooperation with you and Techno, I think that's a really good, solid base for the future. When we look back, our first contact was in the year 2019.
Yes.
Yeah, and then comes a bad time for the music industry. It was in pandemic time, but I think now we have the year 2022. Yeah. Yes. And I think after this pandemic time, we stay in contact together now. I think that's great, and that's a solid base for the future. And I think that's very good when we create new things. We can create new projects. Yes. We can create songs together. I think that's really good, and I think so. My future for me is I would like to plan more projects with Techno. With Techno, I think that's my plan for the future.
You're so dedicated to us. It's so humbling. Like, when the ladies of the company watch this, like Rizwana and Jenny and Maddie, when they see this, they're gonna realize that all of these connecting points, like we're literally in 4 different time zones, and we're still working together. So there has been no reason that this foundation, as you call it, has been strong. And we've been patient. We've been patient with like replies, but every time we've been able to build these replies, it's been some like beautiful energy. And so that means a lot when you say that your future is whatever we bring you, but we want to empower you and enhance you. We want you to go up and go out. We don't want to be a management company that ever controls our artists or our producers. We always want that evolution to grow, because too many times we've seen in the past where people have been stuck in these contracts and they're just not happy. But no, we're the connectors. We want to connect you so that you can just take this music and shine with us. And one of the projects that we have that we haven't disclosed publicly, but I think it's okay, we can share now. Mosha is creating our first EP of DI Techno. He's creating the first.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So we might as well tell everybody so that they realize, like, these 3 years of us going behind the scenes and making communication has obviously led you to a position of history. You're historical for us right now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about those tracks, or what people can expect for sounds, and just if this is your first EP or second, or like, give us some ideas on you.
For Techno, it's a new time for me. What's the time for my producing area? I make a break yet in this pandemic time, but now I think for me is the right time to go in and make a restart. I still in contact with another producers, or with I'm in, how can I say
like
it?
Your communication, your pending.
And with other people, and that can be an good inspiration for the next tracks. Yeah, I think that's very important.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so my sound, I working not on the same scheme. For me, is it important that music is working when for me is it important that tracks sometimes have a long intro. Sometimes not every track, but sometimes you need a track with a long intro. I think for a DJ set can make so different tracks with other or special sound with destroyed sounds. It can make a regular DJ set better or refreshing. And so DJ set, and that's important. why I create techno music. You can create new sound, you can create new stuff. I think that's for me important. It's not important that you are stay in contact with a label or with on social media with other people. For me, is it really good that I still in contact with the people they are working behind
the scenes? Yeah,
exactly, behind the scene. Yes, and that's for me very good. And for example, when I give you a message, then you send me a message back, and I think that's important for me. For me as an artist, you must give me a feedback, and that's a work process.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is a good process.
I think that's important.
Yeah, and now that you have immersed yourself in the entire company, you have everyone on your emails now. So anytime you ever need something, you have the fold of the company. So that's really good that you've built that relationship with every single person on the company. So, and that was you that did that. So because you're authentic and you're humble and you're motivated and you're proactively contacting, that is why we have received this. And we're like, okay, he's really proven to us that he has it all. You know, you are going and doing things yourself for international travel, and we're getting you ready for podcasts and EPs. Like this is the dream for people that want to make music, and it's an honor for us to be able to elevate together. So you know that we you know, today's interview has been all this information that I never really knew that you were doing as well. So thank you for that. You know, to close it up, is there anything that you want to share on how people can find you? I've got your SoundCloud pulled up right now. Like, what can people do to go right now and find your music? Oh yeah, you like that? Here we go. It was a little ad. So okay, so yeah, tell people that are tracking you down. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Beatport? Like what's good?
Yes, you can find some different tracks on Beatport. So some promo tracks, they are unreleased on SoundCloud.
Awesome.
DJ sets are on Mixcloud.
Cool.
And I think so all important informations can you find on Techno dot live. And I think that's a good place where you can start if you want more informations. Yeah. Cool. And I have my own website. It's Mosha official.
Yeah, official.
Yeah,
you had it.
Official.com. Yeah.
Love it so much. That's good. I think that's a great idea. We'll link drop everyone your profile page, because I think that Rizwana and Jenny, they both design the websites, and they put all the icons with the social media. So that'll be really good. I forgot that we had it all buttoned up already. There's so many things that sometimes I don't know what's going on, because you know, I'm in a completely different world now, and the ladies are running the company, which makes it even better, where they've been trained up now enough, 5 years of this, that they only need me just to sign checks. And it's like, okay, that's awesome. Super good. So we are here again with Mosha from Germany. He's our first interview with DI Techno. Thank you so much. Why don't you tell everybody goodbye, and we'll look forward to seeing this again. Okay.
Bye. See you.
Bye.